I would want to ask further. Now, transitioning to a new country, I understand you now live in your own home, and I want to say congratulations to you. And when you started, you started by saying, "Oh, you are barely 4 years in the country." Can you take us through the process? How were you able to achieve all this, within a short while?
Mm. So regarding our house buying process, it
Yeah.
wasn't a smooth one as well. But in anything someone is doing, determination is very important. So
Mhm.
when I'll start from when we stopped regarding someone accommodating us. After we were moved, we had to leave where we rented. Somebody took us in and we're looking for our own accommodation. So they accommodated us for close to 3 months before 2 months plus before we got our own. By the time we got our own, it was a flat. As at that time, it was okay, but as soon as the children started growing, it became very small. Or the children could not run around. It's a flat, a very small flat.
Yes. Yeah.
So the discomfort in the house made us, oh, we need to, we need to get another house, we need to get a bigger house, we need to. So I started disturbing my husband that let's rent another house. This house is too small. These children needs to be up and doing. They need to be active. They need to have space to move
Run
around,
around. Yeah.
to run around. Of course, it's good for their growth as well. And my husband was like, why? Looking at how much rent is by that time, we wouldn't spend less than maybe 800 to 850 to get a standard house. And they was like, instead of renting the house we got, the flat we got was cheap, kind of was 500, right? So it was like, instead of renting a house, another house, and going to be spending 800 on rent, not talking about other things we would also have to spend, why not we try to start saving money towards buying a house? Like we should get the process to like make inquiries, and we should think of getting our own house instead of renting. And from here we go to our house. And I was like, "Oh, okay, it makes sense. How long can we wait for?" And so anyway, there was this money box thing that we heard about while I was a student that one of my friends told me about. She was like, oh, she watched someone on YouTube. She sent me the link that if you want to buy your house, these people can, if you do money box, it can help you save. So as at when I even started that money box thing, we didn't have the house buying process in mind. It was just me. Once I watched it and I felt like, this is an information that I shouldn't let slide. If I did not take action, I will forget about it. So I just wanted to start. So I registered and I started putting £5 every week. So I wasn't putting so much money. So I just to get that stuff started.
Yeah.
Then I told my husband about it and he also registered and we started dropping little money, £5, I think. Just we are in the system, we just so to get started.
Mhm.
So we already had that money box by the side. So when we now decided that we should start trying for our own house, so we just started saving more money than we were using money box. So it was advantageous because we were getting some interest in money box. So in every tax year, if you save £4,000, you get £5,000. So you get £1,000, 25% of £4,000 on what you saved. So that tax year we rallied round, put for 4,000. Before the end of that tax year, put for 4,000. So we got £10,000.
Wow.
The next tax year again, we also so I used to do contribution. We both used to do contribution. So that has also been something that has helped us in saving. Money
That
box
is it.
also it also helped us to put our house buying money and all the deposits together. So the second tax year we did the same thing and we got another set of funds. So in all, it was looking like we had our deposit on ground and we're like, okay, we need to get started. We started viewing houses. started viewing houses. So the first one we processed, it didn't work out. The house, when it was time for Barclays, which was our mortgage and lender, to release funds and all, they backed out. Or let me say, when they wait for viewing, when you apply for a mortgage application, when they went for evaluation and all, they said the house was
They found some defects in the house.
defects. So they said they will not put their money on that house. Then they gave us 1 month to look for another house, or we lose the whole process. We didn't really want to lose because we paid some funds and we lose some things if we just let it slide. So we were like, oh, even though we don't want this thing to push us into going for a house that we don't like or we won't be comfortable, but let's still try. Let's see if we'll get something else within the 1 month period that
Okay.
they give it before they close our application. So within that 1 month, the last week, fortunately, they reviewed this house, and fortunately we liked it. When we viewed it, what we saw online was the same thing we saw when we came in. So we really liked it. So we just informed Barclays and they moved our application to this house. So the process started. It was long. Our house buying process took a very long time because of one thing or the other, one issue or the other. It wasn't our own. It wasn't from our own fault. It wasn't from our own end. It was from the seller's end that some things need to be sorted, clarified, that have not been done before. So they before they could finalize the whole house, they mandated them to sort everything that needs to be sorted. So it made it stay really long. We spent like 6 to 7 months there.
7 months.
Like 7 months. Usually within 3 months, 4 months, it should be done if there is no delay. So our own took a longer time. But at the end of the day, we got the house, everything was sorted, and that was it. Yeah. So and that is how we found ourselves here.
Congratulations once again. I know these whole things that you just explain within within few minutes. I know it's going to be like a daunting a challenge on your part, financially, morally, mentally, even physically, because you have to combine a lot of things. And I know what it takes when you have to view different houses and all that. But thankfully you are here now and you have a good story to tell when it comes to that. Yeah. So